For centuries, there's been this quiet mystery surrounding Buddhist monks. From these hidden temples, we hear stories of people who seem to defy the very limits of human biology, of what the mind can do. So what is their secret? How on earth do they do it?
How do they stay so completely calm in the face of anything? How do they handle pain that would make most of us just crumble? Is this some kind of supernatural power? Or is there something that science can actually explain? Well, it turns out the answer is right where this ancient wisdom and modern science finally shake hands.
Okay, so the foundation for all of this incredible strength, it all starts in one place, the mind. Their main practice, the engine behind everything they do, is meditation. But it's not what you think. It's not about escaping the world. It's about completely mastering how you see it.
And the key to all of this is a concept called mindfulness. It's really this profound ability to just observe reality, to see your thoughts, your feelings, everything around you exactly as it is, without getting sucked into the drama or the emotional reaction. You just see it, clearly.
This really breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you've got what most of us experience, the reactive mind. It's constantly being thrown around by thoughts and feelings. But on the other side, that's the goal, the mindful mind. This is a state of deep inner peace, what's sometimes called samadhi. You can watch your thoughts go by without being controlled by them. It's the difference between being a boat tossed around in a storm versus being the deep, calm ocean underneath it all.
And get this isn't just some nice philosophy. It's real, verifiable science. Neuroscientists have discovered that long-term meditation literally rewires the brain. It makes the prefrontal cortex, which is basically our brain's CEO for emotions and focus, stronger. We're talking about a tangible, physical change that leads to that incredible calm. That's their first, most fundamental strength.
So, if you can master your thoughts, what else can you control? Well, this leads us to one of the most unbelievable things they can do, their mastery over pain. In Buddhism, there's this really powerful way of looking at it, called the metaphor of the two arrows. The first arrow is pain itself, the actual physical sensation. If you get hit, you feel it. It happens. It's inevitable. But the second arrow, that's the suffering. That's our mental reaction, the fear, the anger, the why is this happening to me? And what they teach is that this second arrow, it's completely optional. So here's the core idea. We can't always stop that first arrow from hitting us. Life happens. But we have total control over whether or not we decide to pick up that second arrow and shoot it into ourselves. Monks train to just acknowledge the first one and leave it at that. And science actually shows us how this works. It's incredible. In lab studies, when monks are meditating and are exposed to pain, their brain scans show something amazing. The part of the brain that registers the raw physical feeling, it lights right up. They definitely feel it. But the parts linked to emotional distress, the panic centers, they're quiet. It's like their brain feels the pain, but just doesn't create the story of suffering around it. This ancient wisdom is so powerful that modern medicine is actually starting to use it. Hospitals, like the San Jorge Hospital in Spain, are working with monks to teach these same techniques to patients who deal with chronic pain. It just goes to show you that mastering your mind is a huge ally against physical suffering. Okay, controlling your mind's reaction to pain is one thing. But what about controlling your body itself? This is where we get into some of the most mind-blowing demonstrations of mind over matter you'll ever see. Just take a look at this. On one hand, you have something called Tummo, or internal fire. Through breathing and visualization, these monks can raise their core body temperature by several degrees. A famous Harvard study saw them drying ice-cold, wet sheets on their shoulders in the freezing Himalayas. Then you've got Qi, which you see with Shaolin monks. Through pure concentration, they can channel their energy to withstand hits that would absolutely injure a normal person. So what this proves is, well, it's revolutionary. These monks are showing us they have conscious control over their autonomic nervous system. That's the part of us that controls body temperature, heart rate, all the stuff that science always told us was completely automatic. They are proving that the mind can literally tell the body's most basic systems what to do. But here's the most important part of this whole story. The amazing physical feats, the control over pain, the internal fire. None of that is the actual goal. It's all just a side effect of a much, much deeper practice. Because the true strength, the real power that they're trying to build, has absolutely nothing to do with withstanding the cold or enduring pain.
It's an internal strength, one that changes their entire way of being. This is it. This is their ultimate goal, karuna, which means compassion. All that training, all that focus and self-control, it's all designed to build this profound desire to help free all living things from suffering. They believe that compassion is the most powerful force for change in the universe.
And a big part of how they get there is by deeply understanding impermanence, the simple fact that everything changes, always. By really accepting that and not fighting it, they free themselves from the fear of loss, from attachment. And in that freedom, they find their true, silent strength.
So in the end, what these monks show us is just incredible. They prove that our mind isn't just some passive thing that reality happens to. It's actively creating our experience of reality every single second. It's the most powerful tool we have, and like any tool, it can be trained, sharpened, and mastered.
So their entire lives really pose a question to every single one of us. They've shown that pain might be a part of life, but suffering, that's a reaction. That's a story we tell ourselves. It's a choice. So the question is, what do you choose?
This is the reason why machines will not rebel. They do not 100% understand our human capacity.